Hello everyone and welcome to today's live session. We're going to talk about stress management today and the role spinal manipulation has in managing stress management in today's busy life. So before we start, I'll wait for a few of you guys to join in since we are doing this as a live session. And meanwhile, I'll also discuss about our next camp dates. Our next camp is going to be in Ahmedabad, which will be from 2nd to 4th of June. And we will also be available on 20th and 27th of May at our Bandra clinic, and also at Thane clinic will be available on a regular basis, that is on Wednesday and Friday. So hi everyone for joining in, and today's topic, what I'm going to discuss today is stress management and what exactly stress is doing to you. I hope I'm audible, and if you have any questions, you can certainly put in your questions, which I would be more than happy to reply. So keep putting in your questions, whether it is related to this topic, stress, or if you have any issues or any questions related to joint pain, neck pain, back pain, any of these things. So basically, talking about stress, what exactly is stress in these days? Well, stress can be positive and stress can be negative also. Positive stress is like, for example, a student who's going to a examination hall, and though he's studied, he's partially a little stressed about the exams and things like that. So yeah, that is a positive stress. uh, Talking about negative stress, you can ask a question in Urdu. I don't know how will I be able to reply or probably even read your question, but you may try. We can do that, Masoom. Deepa is asking me, Siliguri city, is there any plan to come? Presently, Siliguri city, no plans really. But if there is anything, of course, you will be updated on Facebook. So, talking about stress management, like I said, there is a positive stress and there is a negative stress. So negative stress is basically which doesn't allow you to deal with the situation in an easy way. In fact, it keeps taking you back, so if you are, let's say, if you have issues, um, uh, let's say if you're struggling these days, and you have issues with decision making, you have issues with your finance, and thinking about it or thinking more about it is only gonna re-reflect on your decisions, which is gonna make it all the more difficult for you to understand. It will not allow you to act, it will only make you keep thinking, so that eventually becomes a negative stress. And what exactly are physiological responses to stress? So physiological response means, how does our body reacts to stress? So in a short span, a body, the physiological response can be an increased heart rate, it can be sweating, or it can be even trying to run away from the situation. So these are the things that you would look at it as a physiological stress. In long term, you can also expect weight gain as a effect because of stress. You can also notice a lot of neck or back pain which can happen because of stress. So basically, stress will come up in different formats. It will come up in physical level, it will come up in emotional level. Physical examples of stress would be headache, anxiety, irritability. You could have a lot of increased amount of muscle tension. So a lot of my patients also complain about pain around the neck and the mid back area, and they always feel that this area is really stiff because there is a constant muscle tension over there. So and stress can induce this kind of muscle tension. There is a high chance, there is a high possibility that stress can induce this kind of muscle tension. So eventually, a long term stress is not really advisable. So I have a question from Masoom. She says, sir, मुझे stress वाली बात भी ना हो, stress हो जाती है, जबकि मैं खुद जब proper नींद नहीं करती stress feel करती हूँ. सोचती हूँ कि मुझे टेंशन वाली बात भी नहीं पर फिर भी स्ट्रेस होता है, क्योंकि बिकॉज अ लॉट ऑफ टाइम, क्योंकि बहुत बार हम सोचते हैं कि हम स्ट्रेस नहीं ले रहे, बट इनडायरेक्टली अगर आप कोई रिएक्शन को पकड़ के रख रहे हो या आप उस रिएक्शन को होने नहीं दे रहे हो, तो इस वजह से भी बॉडी में एक स्ट्रेस कंज्यूम होता है और आपको लगता है कि आप अपना स्ट्रेस कंट्रोल कर रहे हो, बट एक्चुअली ऐसा होता नहीं. सो टॉकिंग अबाउट, लाइक आई टोल्ड यू, द फिजिकल सिम्टम्स, headache, anxiety, muscle tension, these are all the physical symptoms of stress. Emotionally, you can get anxiety, you can get irritability, you can get a lot of mood swings also. One reason for your stress is also the misalignment that happens at different cervical levels, or subluxations, what we call, at different cervical levels. Now, subluxations, like is very common and very commonly found in most of the people, which could be due to injury, which could be due to any other circumstances, and eventually subluxation will create an effect on your nervous system, and that will increase the amount of stress that you have. So what role does spinal manipulation have in this kind of stress? Firstly, correcting the subluxation or getting your body aligned, that itself will induce a lot of relaxation. That itself will help you to sleep. That itself will help you to calm down your nervous system, and that is one of the most important thing that you would look on, maybe by having a drug, or probably having some anti-anxiety pills and things like that. But if you can do that naturally, a lot of patients who come to me, uh, whenever they come to me for a follow-up, which is after a week or after 3 days or after 10 days, whenever I call them, one thing that they would always say is that after your session, I had an amazing sleep. I could sleep so well. I mean, what exactly are we doing with that session that patients tend to get that kind of sleep? Basically, it just calms down your nervous system. It just helps you to really relax so beautifully that you can actually catch up on your sleep, which has been a hindrance a lot of time. A lot of us are struggling from sleep. We don't get sound sleep, whether it is 8 hours sleep, or even if it is a 2 hour or 3 hour sleep, you don't get sound sleep. You're constantly disturbed, and this is because of multiple thoughts, thousands of thoughts that are coming into your mind, and the stress which is consistently working on you. So this is where the problem is there. And when you undergo a spinal manipulation therapy, or when you undergo a body alignment, basically what happens is that your vertebrae get aligned, the nervous system calms down, and once the nervous system is calmed, you can actually feel the stress is completely evaporated from your body. A lot of patients do tell me that once the session is done, we completely feel empty around this area. We felt as if there was so much of weight around the neck area, there was so much of weight around the mid back portion, but all this seems to be so light and so easy. So this is ultimately the effect of spinal manipulation. So in conclusion, friends, stress management, chiropractor or spinal manipulation therapy does have a role in stress management. It can help to release your stress by inducing the right kind of nervous system, calming down the nervous system firstly, and trying to induce the right hormonal release, which happens once your spinal manipulation is brought in place. So do consider spinal manipulation as a therapy for stress management. We are available in Thane, Mumbai, and we also conduct camps in Mumbai, Pune, Ahmedabad, Goa, Delhi, Gurgaon. Yeah, I think these all places. So if you're looking for an appointment, what I can do is I can just put in a comment here. The number for appointment is 800-673-8000. That's the number for appointment. I'm not sure if I can pin this number. Yes, I can pin this number. That's great. So I have pinned this number for you. This is the number for our appointment, and you can connect on this number. We are available in Thane and Bandra. Bandra, we are available on 20th and 27th of May. Ahmedabad, we are conducting our third camp from 2nd to 4th June. So all the people from Ahmedabad who are looking out for an appointment, this is the time. Connect us and get your appointments done, because eventually our slots get filled. I'll be available for only 3 days. So make sure you have your appointment in place. Hello Masuma, Pakistan se ho. Thank you for joining in, and thank you for your questions. Okay, so I have a lot of people joining in, and I would like to acknowledge them once. Brijesh Mishra, Rahul Sakpal, Vijay Ganesh, Jeevan Raghunath, Jela Srinivas, Bushi Amal, Kamakya Singh, Tarif Ali, Helena, Yasir Khan. Thank, thank you everyone for joining in, and I hope you had a bit of idea about what stress management is and how it can help you to with spinal manipulation, how it can work well for you. Rachna, in Bandra, I'm available on Saturdays. If you're not doing a camp, we are available on Saturdays. So 20th and 27th of May, we are available in Bandra for the month of May. So thank you everyone for joining in, and hope you like the session. Please put in your comments in the